I got this crazy question which one female asked me, not a male. And the question is, Loy, long story short, this female is tempted to have an affair with a married guy. Okay, the guy is rich, the guy is well connected, handsome, everything. So that guy kind of bumped into her, made an approach, and he's twice her age, and she is very tempted. She's in awe of him because obviously she's a young girl. And when you see this guy having big car, money, this, that, everything. So she asked me, Loy, I don't know who else to talk and ask this. Is it okay to have an affair with him? Hush, hush. I think I'm becoming like Dr. Phil, you know. Everyone's asking me these questions. Okay. Now, even before I go further, don't take my advice out of context and hold yourself accountable for whatever you do. Huh? Don't tomorrow do something and say, hey, shit, man, my life is in trouble and all, Loy, because of you. No. You take your decisions, you face the music, you hold yourself responsible. Okay. With regards to this girl, okay, whose name I will not take, she is attracted to this guy to have an affair. Now, I'll give you my thoughts. First and foremost is, when a girl gets involved with a guy, if a girl gets involved with a guy, by default, the biggest thing is the girl may get pregnant, not the guy. So that headache the girl has to bear. Let's assume the girl says, oh, I take contraceptives and fine. Then you're okay there. Do contraceptives, you don't have to worry. Okay, you're not going to get pregnant. But then the next issue that you need to think about is, what if that guy has an STD? See, if he is having a wife and he's sleeping around, that means you're not the first and you'll not be the last. You can ask me, I've been a playboy. You think I only had an affair with one girl at a time? No, wherever possible, I would put my small little hot dog for cooling. Hot dog needs maintenance, no? So wherever a special offer was there, I would go there. Thankfully, in my case, I didn't get an STD. Now you might say, well, you didn't get STD, then why will I get? Well, newsflash. I know people who have got. One good example is one of my students. She was a 17-year-old girl. She used to always admire me. I always treated her like a student. And she always followed my advice. She went down to Australia. She never had sex with anyone. Till that date, she never had sex with anyone. Never had a boyfriend. Finally, she got a boyfriend, the first guy. And with that guy, who she was in love with, she decided to break her virginity. Lo and behold, the first guy she had sex with and the guy she was in love with, she found out, after having sex, she found out she had herpes. Herpes is not curable. And then she realized, obviously I got it from someone, and it turned out to be him. So what do you do now? She saw my life and she saw, oh, Loy doesn't get an STD. She got an STD. Now who to blame? Okay. Second one. Third one. See, females having a physical relationship with a guy, generally it is the female who gets emotionally attached to the guy. Now with regards to this guy, one is he's mature in terms of age. Two is he has the capacity to get many girls. Three is he has a wife. So he's not emotionally dependent on anyone. But you, on the other hand, you're this young girl, student or whatever. You only believe in being for one man. Now, is it okay for you to wait for this guy until he's free? What if you feel that, you see, remember, when a girl gives her body to a man, she feels one with him. She has surrendered herself to this guy. She's opening up, like it's very symbolic. You open yourself up for the guy to enter your body. So now you have given yourself to him. But the guy looks at it, enter here, 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 everywhere. Girl is just like, if you actually look at the process of childbirth, the guy deposits something of him inside you. That's how it is, man. And girls, the biology, the emotional makeup, the way they are built, females tend to be closer to the ones they share a physical bond. Why do you think the mother, when she gives breast milk to the baby, there's that closeness? Okay. All right. Next one. Now, let's assume tomorrow you get caught. Okay. For a man who is big and successful and all that stuff, okay, if he gets caught, maybe he can put it under the rug, or, yeah, in some cases, it becomes a scandal and destroys their career. But I can assure you this much, people who are at that level, unless they're really stupid, they play their cards right. And someone with experience knows, man, if I get caught, I'll get fucked, so might as well. And sometimes some of them tend to have a very dangerous backup plan, where, forget blackmail, they can literally use underhanded tactics to cause fear. I know some people who are in touch with underworld people. I know some people who have bribed people of the police. There's so many ways to go about it, yeah. Especially if someone has money and power. But let's assume the guy doesn't have all that and doesn't do all that. But we live in a society where, especially if you're Asian, where if a guy has sex with multiple women, it's okay, whatever. But if a girl gets caught with even one, that also a married one, man, the scandal will destroy you completely. That story will follow you for the rest of your life, and then your chances of, forget getting married or getting another life partner, maybe you'll not even get a job. It's unfortunate, but this is how society is. And then on top of that, you'll have all your relatives and fake friends, everyone taunt you and make your life miserable. So are you ready for that kind of drama? Do you want that kind of headache and nonsense? Okay. And last if not the least. Okay. Now, why? This is the best question. Why do you want a married man? Why can't you get a normal guy? And I know the answer. Married men are very controlled. They don't demand. Yeah, because he already has someone back home when he wants hug, love, or when he's feeling horny, someone to satisfy. But if it's a single guy, doesn't have anybody else, you have to be at his beck and call, which perfectly makes sense. So that is why people go for a married guy. But I think the question you need to ask yourself is, this few minutes of pleasure, few minutes of daily pleasure or whatever, is it worth destroying your career, your life, your reputation? That is a question only you can answer. If for you it is, it's no big deal, okay, fine, go ahead. If on the other hand you feel, no, Loy, it's not worth it, oh shit, then don't you think you should not do it? See, there are so many boys, there are so many men out there. It's all about constantly networking and finding out somebody. This thing of getting this married man, yeah, I know there are quite a number of married men seeking adventure because they're bored. Eating the same dish every day is boring. So they want a new one. Makes perfect sense. Okay. Sadly, girls are not built that way. But then remember, there is a price to pay. For every action, there's a reaction. I would just say that if you are craving for sex, if you are craving for a relationship, it's the sum total of your upbringing, the sum total of your guidance. There are quite a number of people out there who don't want all this. They are focused on their career. They're focused on their path towards making something of themselves. Why you think they don't feel sex, they don't feel hungry, they don't feel thirsty, they don't feel those emotions? They do, but they're focused, right? So focus on getting your priorities first sorted out. what matters, then do all this chuma at the later on. No? So that's all I have to say. Okay, end of the day, remember, your life, whatever actions you undertake, you'll pay the price for it. And then, like I tell people, when shit hits the ceiling, don't say, oh, I watched this video, this is what he said, or oh, he gave me advice. No. You have to take responsibility for your actions. Because in the end, you'll pay the price for it. And one last thing as a bonus. When times are good and things are romantic, oh, so sweet and nice. But when things get ugly, you'll see a dark side which you never imagined existed. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. All right? This is me signing off. You guys take care.